No, I have. Hello, and we are back with book 5.
Is it really book 5?
Yeah.
Which was my pick, and I picked Hill House by Shirley Sank.
Yeah.
Shirley Jackson.
That's it.
Do you know it was written in the 50s?
1959.
I knew you would have known. I had
Well,
there was
up the
publication date, sorry. Yeah.
there was one bit, and I was just like, "What, really?" And I had to check how old it was.
Yeah.
I was just
What
like,
was that?
The bit where she's like, where Eleanor's first unpacking,
Yeah.
and she takes out pants,
Slacks.
and she yeah,
Not pants.
Oh, and she's worried about
and she's
wearing
like,
them.
yeah, I
Because
bought
it's a little
pants.
bit naughty, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's like worried
When
about
she
the
hid
grey.
them.
Yeah,
When she
She put them
backed.
at the bottom of her suitcase, and yeah, it was just like they're fucking trousers. Like what? Oh right, it's written. Oh shoot, it was written
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
50s.
And in America.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
did the trousers take longer to get over there for ladies?
Well, no, because they call them something different.
Yeah, that's why I called them
What are you
pants.
watching now?
No idea, it's just...
skull. Just step back a little bit.
Is the TV coming?
Yeah, my box has gone into sleep mode.
Oh wow, is that little man like a dead mascot?
But anyway,
Sorry.
well, because they're not trousers in America, are they?
I
They're
just
pants.
realised that you said this is our 5th book, yeah?
Yeah.
Or book 5. This was actually her written book 5 as well.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Because I have it written down her 5th novel.
that's
Yeah.
that's a
Does anyone
coincidence.
look her up or anything? No.
Nah, not.
I-
Only in such.
You know,
that,
she had like medical conditions and she died early.
oh.
And according to Wikipedia, the medication could have actually been making her worse.
I just
or
like
something.
most medicines in the 50s.
Yeah. So yeah, the medication could have been making it worse. I didn't really look much else. I thought, what is this depressing?
Yeah.
I'm not going to read any more of this because I'm sure this book is going to be delightful.
And it was.
It was.
So should we start off with the ratings?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to give it a
I think I've given it that.
9.5
Oh no,
because yeah.
because it's his book.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
He's
I will-
biased.
I want my book to be the best book.
Well, no, because then
You could just give it a 1.
Yeah, exactly, and it would yeah. So it doesn't matter what the individual who picked the book gives it, really.
Well, unless you should have gone last if that was what you was going to do, Rich.
Well, I gave it 8. On the dot.
8 on the dot
I'm going to give it a 7.
and a 7. Oh, some math time. 17.
I think it's going to be 3rd in our list.
Yeah, maybe. Because we all like fairly enjoyed it, didn't we? Like,
Well, when you sent the message, it didn't sound it.
Yeah,
yeah,
you compare. This is a gentleman that was complaining about it, and in the same sentence put, what was it? Agatha Christie, Miss Marple,
yeah.
as an insult.
I didn't. No judgment. I was just saying, it was giving me Agatha Christie
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't really think you gave it Agatha Christie.
nah.
at the start. We're
So-
all like getting there, and all kind of like just
Kind
chatting.
of.
And it's a bit like.
So Hill
Yeah, 'cause-
House
Yeah.
is our joint second favourite book.
Oh, it's joints.
Joint
Exactly the
second.
same score as Neuromancer.
Fair.
Oh.
Massively different books.
Yeah.
Massive, but it's well written.
Yeah, I couldn't say it wasn't.
And her expressing emotions from Eleanor and stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. The problem with that text
No,
message
you
I
didn't
sent.
enjoy it. You said you was going to look for a book that's more enjoyable. No, you didn't say enjoyable to
Ju-
read.
Yeah,
It's
I
more
missed out the
enjoyable.
word "more," didn't I?
Yeah.
Which made it sound like I was being super critical. And then it's like, why are these guys being so like harsh? Oh, I missed out the word "more." I see.
Yeah, because I was reading.
Yeah, no,
Because when I
it's-
read where I got up to, I thought, it's not too bad. It's quite easy. It's quite straightforward to read.
Yeah,
I can get a sense of
atmosphere
foreboding and all that.
Yeah,
It's quite good. And I was like, why has he put that?
yeah. No, there was a.
I can't wait to finish this and read something enjoyable. Huh?
Yeah,
I thought it was quite enjoyable to read.
I did.
I mean, yeah, 7 out of 10. It's like not bad.
But it's not your cup of tea.
Oh yeah, honestly,
I've added more horror books than
I would prefer, like, if it was going to be horror, I'd prefer something a bit more like.
But by the end of
it's-
it, it's not really horror.
No.
Yeah.
I would say it's more like it's a
Bit psychological.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, and
she
not
has a problem.
and not in like that H.P. Lovecraft kind of existential dread horror
Oh
kind
no,
of.
this is just having.
It's just she has an episode of it, doesn't she?
Well,
That's one interpretation.
all life is like.
One big episode.
So
Yeah.
I did 7 highlights.
Really?
10.
Yes.
I didn't do any highlights because I didn't own a copy of the book.
Yeah, you borrowed it.
I
Yeah.
borrowed it from my dad, so I didn't bother to do any highlights. I've written bits and pieces, but other than that,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
How many highlights did you
this
do?
might have actually been why I wasn't enjoying it as much as you guys. I managed to do 70 highlights.
70.
That's why
No,
you,
73.
that's why you didn't enjoy it. You were too busy highlighting shit.
73. I did 0.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme. But
No, if you want me to find a quote, I'll find it.
as my first highlight. Should we just go your first highlight of the
Yeah,
73?
Okay, you do your.
So my first highlight of the 73 that I made was on, at least on my ebook version, on page 9.
Page 9.
Fairly early on.
I didn't bring the copy. I gave it back.
It might be on like the first couple of pages, Rich.
What's the first word?
On this page, it's where he's explaining how he selected the people. The
Oh,
doctor
the
selected
different-
the people
Yeah.
to
yeah.
come to Hill House because he's basically trying to do an experiment into the
Eleanor
supernatural.
had that episode with the stones.
Eleanor had the episode with the stone. Theodore was a meat.
I
She
think,
could guess cards, couldn't she? She
Yes.
Yeah,
that was
I
it.
know- I know
Yes.
the-
and,
bit I
and
can't-
then
Oh, Luke.
Luke, that was it.
Yeah, but he inherited.
He was family,
He was
wasn't
there
he?
as the representative of the family.
I can't. It's not page 9 of mine.
Yeah.
But then I thought
So the
iPad
paragraph,
size
Richard.
text.
The paragraph, Richard, it starts off, because he thought of himself careful and conscientious, he spent considerable time looking for his assets. Blah, 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 blah. So he gets a list of people that have been involved in abnormal paranormal events.
Go to page 5.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm thinking of like the size he has it and compared to. Okay. Okay. Go to the beginning and start.
Chapter 1, yeah?
Yeah.
So how far is it from chapter 1?
On this, it's about 3 pages in off chapter
So it
one.
must be like second page or something. Second and third.
How many pages is in your book?
171.
Yeah, it's on like page 2, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, because...
Oh, yeah.
So, blah, 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 it goes on. And he's like eliminating people. And they, because, again, it was written in the 50s, they used the term subnormal intelligence.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was just like, this ages the book quite significantly.
Yeah.
Because, like, fuck me, that's a phrase. And again, it was a accepted phrase back then.
Yeah, of course.
Attitudes have changed, haven't they? And it just...
Well, what do they use now? Lower intelligence. It was-
thick. He eliminated anyone that he considered thick. But not with 2 C's. Thick with a K.
Anyone with IQ level than 2.
Wow, that's what he considers to be thick.
Yeah.
It's just like some slime they scraped off the back of a fridge. Somehow they managed to get it to hold it in.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought like that as a phrase was just like, oh.
Yeah, ages it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ages.
What was your first highlight?
Go-
Hopefully something a little bit more interesting.
The whole... Where is
Fucking 100 pages.
it? Yeah.
My one had 450.
Mine was the actual 246.
So you had you have the paper edition.
Yeah. Yeah, my Amazon is ready for your book input, and then it hits send
Right.
when I got home.
I brought the ebook this morning.
Oh, you bought it? Okay. Cool.
It's
'Cause I
the
put some other
bit on
books in
on my book. It's page 44 of 171.
44, so 3/4 of the way into like page 300, yeah? Ish. What did I highlight on page 300-ish? Some stuff, yeah. Oh, don't tell me the bit where they're in bed.
No, because I'm not a weirdo.
Oh, that bit freaked me out.
When the girl was, you could hear the girl crying, and she woke up. Well, not woke up, but she realized she wasn't holding Theodora's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was holding her own hand.
Okay. But it's like
I'm
that.
joking. Well, because everything is hers. She's a bit funny.
Yeah.
That was my interpretation later on after thinking about it.
But yeah, it's just like the good God whose hand was I holding?
Because maybe she slept on it funny. And
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're having.
I think we're on very different pages, Sid.
Okay.
Because my highlight was, you know, when they're all talking and it's like, we all know each other's names.
Oh, and
then they go on to like explain. Oh, you're wearing the red sweater, so you must
That
be
wasn't page
44.
Okay. Maybe I clearly did the maths wrong then.
Of 171. Sid.
Oh yeah, I did the maths wrong.
Yes.
Yeah,
Third.
it is.
Not two.
It's not quite a third.
Well,
And they go on the
Yeah.
most convoluted
yeah, but you went
thing.
more than a third.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a bit less than a third. But yeah, it's that bit where it's like, oh, I'm Eleanor because I'm wearing a red sweater.
And it's oh,
And I'm
he's got a
Theodore
beard, so
because
he must be
the
Dr.
doctor.
Montague, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking so funny.
That was your.
That was my first highlight.
My first highlight would have been the.
Did I highlight?
Actually, tell a lie. Sorry, I did highlight one little thing before
Yeah,
that.
go on.
Jellied scones.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're called
jam,
jelly
jam,
jam,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they?
Yeah,
As
it
opposed to
would
like
have been-
jellied scone is like a jelly deal.
Oh,
It's just in this congealed
Why?
gelatine.
Why?
oh, that's
What I was going to say is my first highlight probably would have been about the way the house looks, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Being crooked and stuff and being slightly off-centered. Just to upset some people.
Yeah.
Affect people's OCD.
yeah.
And like when you think where the tower is, and then that she says about when you look out the window, you should be able to see it, but you can't because there's weird angles to it and stuff. What was your second? Oh, technically that other one was your
Yeah.
second highlight.
Yeah, I didn't highlight any of that bit.
Oh. Anyone got a favourite character?
Just because.
I like Eleanor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
She's quite
Eleanor was cool.
She's a bit weird.
I
but-
felt very like protective of her, kind of. Like she needs to be.
coddled.
She needs to, you know, yeah.
Is it coddled? Right? Yeah.
Maybe not coddled, but like, yeah.
Bubble wrapped.
You'd have to, you know, yeah,
Yeah, bubble wrap.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Cotton wool everywhere. Don't give her any scissors.
Yeah, definitely don't give
At
a
least
shit.
not the sharp ones. I kind of liked Mrs. Dudley.
Mrs. Dudley's
Who's-
evil.
Only because she says, right, it has to be this time and it has to be this time. If it's not, you lot will get fucked.
Yeah, and like they try to talk to her, and she's like, "I set dinner out at 6 o'clock."
I'm gone before the sunset.
But she spoke to Mrs. Montague.
Yeah, and then Mrs. Montague turns up and they have a nice little chat, and everyone else just gets it's 10 o'clock. I clean the table.
Because
at 10.
everyone else is guests.
Yeah, but so it's one lady.
But Luke's heir to the house,
Yeah.
and Lady Montague turns up later than them. It's like the first time they meet, and they're just having a
What
good
about
old
Arthur?
shit. Yeah. Arthur's my second favourite, just because he turns up with a gun and just like
yeah, and it's just like, oh, I'm going to be polishing it later.
that's a euphemism if ever I heard one,
Yeah,
lads.
just gonna be cleaning it. It's just like,
He's just
okay.
blatantly having an affair with the doctor's wife, or at least that was my kind of lots of
It's
repressed.
just massive.
Lots of. I did get quite a lot of repressed sexuality in the book as well.
From who?
From everyone.
Sid read a very different version of the book to
Right.
us.
Okay.
I did get like Luke and Theodora was like hitting it up kind of
Yeah.
thing, and then Eleanor was I get
Kind of jealous.
jealousy. Yeah, that I can kind of
Yeah.
okay. Fine.
Okay. I'll go from the first
Right, here
bit
we go.
that made me think like
This might say a lot more about him.
this probably does say a lot more.
Than the book.
But before they go to Hill House, and Theodora has a argument with her friend.
Oh, the lady she lives with.
Her friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It doesn't specify male, female, whatever.
I thought it was a lady.
Yeah, it says the
I
lady.
don't-
I'm sure it says the lady that she lived with.
I only just read. Did I? Maybe not.
Let's Google it.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't.
Okay.
But
And
anyway.
then the way kind of at times like Theodore's very clingy to Eleanor and vice versa, and it's like at least at the start,
Sisterhood.
or is it?
Yeah, but then Theodora later is like, what do you want?
Yeah, I know. That's why I said at least at the start. Maybe Theodora's just a massive high. I don't know.
Maybe she's a massive.
She's like, it's definitely a story about Eleanor,
Yeah.
which is, no, for better or worse. It would have been nice to see a bit more of, got to know a few of the other characters a bit more
Yeah.
deeply, as opposed to them just being like, well, Theodora's kind of her best friend, but she's also a massive bitch at times, and like, what the hell, and Luke's kind of,
female roommate.
but then why did they have such a big row?
Because maybe a lesbian.
Yeah.
Or someone's not paying the rent.
Oh, someone's not paying them. You may, oh yeah, fair play.
Or someone's not doing the being properly. Or someone is not fully committed to the relationship.
Yeah, because they're fucking off for the summer to like some creepy ass house
And then
on
mixing
account
it
of
up
a
with Luke.
Luke, who's a bit of a ladies' man.
Yeah, because they said he's about a thief or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like talking about how he just helped himself to is it his aunt out of her aunt's like pocketbook.
Yeah, but I thought they were gonna be a bit more.
He'd be a bit more devious. He
Not
just seems like
deviants, but like there would have been a bit more about that in the house. They'd be like,
no,
oh look, this something's gone missing, or something.
no.
anything.
He's just a good old chap, isn't he?
Yeah,
He
it's
plays
it's
plays some
chapters
just with
there.
the doctor and pour some brandy chaps. Kind of fella, ain't he?
Yeah.
And apparently Theodora is in the series.
Oh. I know we watched the series, but
Middle child of the Crane family.
yeah, because isn't the Crane the people that built the house in the book, as opposed to the people that?
Yeah, because it's also the ones that actually own it now.
Yeah,
But no, I did enjoy it.
yeah, I did. Maybe not as much as you guys, but
It was.
then there were some good bits. I mentioned this earlier to you, but I really got screwed over by the ending.
Oh, the ending was amazing.
You don't like it though.
Drove into a tree to basically kill herself so she can't leave the house.
So that's not the bit that got me was. It's like, oh, she's climbing up the tower.
Oh,
like-
that bit.
Like
oh, okay.
that. Well, that's where it started for me. So, oh, she's climbing up the tower, like how
Yeah, she's gonna.
that girl was supposed to have hung herself off the tower.
Yeah,
She's gonna
replicate.
like his history repeating itself. We're going over it again, and then because I was like, when she starts like banging on the doors and running through the house,
Oh,
it's
that
like
makes
she's
laugh.
she's like becoming the ghost, right? She's
Yeah, and then she's
And then-
knocking on the door, and everyone gets up, and then this is the door's like, "Hello, you can come in if you would like," but she was too shook to come out.
Montague's just like, yes, ghosts, enter, come, and
Yeah, and she
yeah,
was shook to come out.
she was such a
And then knocked on Arthur's door, and then it's about him getting shocked awake, sort of thing. He's like,
yeah, and it's just like and
and then they hear Theodora shout,
Eleanor's
"Eleanor's not
gone."
here! Eleanor's not here!"
and then it's
they're
like
all-
chasing her, and she's having this like
Yeah, and she runs around
whimsical
the-
thing, and
yeah,
she's
coming through windows and all
yeah,
this
and
goes.
it's just like she's become the ghost kind of thing. She's
Yeah.
gonna go kill herself, and then they managed to get her down off the tower and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, they saved her.
Yeah, Luke.
And
And
then-
then Luke was like, "I'm not doing it again. If you got up there, it's on you."
Yeah, yeah. I think he was
Well,
And then-
because apparently it was like rotten. Or not
yeah, it was
rusted,
like
rusted.
pulling away from the wall a
Yeah,
bit,
and
it was
rusty.
like, oh.
And
And-
fun times.
Yeah,
and then
Luke shot himself.
they basically say like, you can't stay here anymore.
Yeah, this
You've
house is
cracked.
doing something. Yeah, it's doing.
Basically,
But I still don't get why what's his face was like, no, you can't send Arthur with him. He has to stay here. Even though
It has to be a clean cut kind of thing.
Yeah, but she's had a psychological break. I would not let someone who's had a psychological break go anywhere on their own.
At the same time, this was the 50s, and
Yeah, but even
yeah, no, people knew about a little bit about shell shock kind of thing. You'd come back from the war a bit funny.
Oh, yeah,
Psychology was very much on the.
But even so, you would understand. Yeah, she should really
Yeah,
be
yeah.
on her own.
But then again,
No,
the
Arthur,
doc.
you're staying here. You're gonna stay here and fuck my wife.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
even
why he
gonna
needed
watch.
him to stay,
Yeah.
so he could watch.
I like to listen.
Oh, what did anyone think about the cold spot?
Oh yeah, just a creepy cold spot.
Yeah, it was randomly.
It's again, it's one of those things that's generally associated with paranormal kind of
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, cold spots is meant to be a
sudden
ghost
temperature drops and
and all
ghosts.
this, but it was only near the nursery, and it was.
And
only
then
in
the
that
nursery
house.
never comes into the real story apart from
Then yeah,
that. And then they're like, oh yeah, we'll send the wife to sleep in the nursery because she wants the most haunted room. Fine.
yeah, it was
And then
weird.
that's it.
And then,
I suppose, you know, in stories they do like red herrings and stuff and like
yeah, I know.
kind
but
of, you know.
This was just like there's a cold spot in the house. We made a little note about it so I can put it in my book, and that's it.
That's yeah.
Maybe
I did highlight the cold spot. And
Maybe
the nursery,
I'm gonna.
And then I was
I'm
disappointed
I'm
when
gonna push this one out as a
nothing,
theory.
no shit happened in the nursery.
Nothing really happened to be
No.
honest. Apart from
Well,
Well,
Eleanor
early on, I
meeting herself
thought that I did highlight this bit about Mr. and Mrs. Dudley. About Mrs. Dudley being the only true surviving member of the family that owned the
Okay.
house. And reading that section, I thought, like Mrs. and Mr. Dudley
You thinking like Scooby Doo,
have
pretending
just
there's
made
a
the
ghost.
whole thing up about the ghosts, just to murder family members,
So it gets down
so
the
she
line.
inherits the house.
it
Or
could
the-
be that.
Or maybe they just Or maybe they like the house in a weird kind of way, even though they don't stay there. But they like the house, and they don't want people messing around with it, and yeah, kind of Scooby Dooing that shit up.
Yeah.
But I forgot what
Could
I
they
was
have
gonna
been the ghosts?
say. Yeah, like Scooby Doo.
No, like actual just ghosts.
They are
Ghosts.
just ghosts.
Oh, I mean, apart from you see them in daytime and outside.
So what's that got to do with ghosts? Ghosts you can see anytime.
Yeah. That's one just appears out of the floor. Shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but
I know 3 a.m. is like witching hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But-
why would the ghosts be generally stuck to?
I found the Pizza
Night
Express
time.
at 3 a.m. horror thing.
Are you right?
Wasn't that like a whole meme like
I'm not sure.
No idea.
a while ago?
But 3 a.m.
No.
is supposed to be witching
Yeah,
hour.
yeah, it's like
kind of
that.
thing. If you can get past that 1 hour, it's like everything's fine. sort of thing. Maybe that's why I don't go to sleep till late.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
Just
say.
want to make sure.
I'm scared.
Yeah, because again, in
No,
that,
Grandma, don't come back.
Grandma, stop.
because yeah, in that book, it was a kind of thing where it's like they'd go to bed and then they'd wake up in the middle of the night for like a scary bit,
Yeah.
and then I'd just go back to sleep. What was I gonna say?
There was that bit where the banging on the doors and stuff.
Yeah,
Only she heard. But the second
Her-
time, everyone heard it.
yeah, that's because wasn't it the second time that was actually her?
No, when they went, because Theodora, and Eleanor went into the doctor's room,
Oh,
and then something happened there because the door was getting smacked up.
Yeah,
But then
that's what I was
It's-
gonna say.
it's still. I still think it's just in her head, Eleanor's head,
You saying I remember what I was gonna say.
and maybe Theodora like plays into it.
Just to yeah.
Yeah.
Say whatever's keeping her
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
You saying about the cold spot in the nursery, nothing happening. Do you reckon she just made up as she was going along?
Who?
The lady who wrote the book. Like she didn't have like a set plan to how it ends.
Oh, she was just.
so
having
she was
some-
just kind of writing. She was just like, I'm gonna write a story
mean-
about some fucking ghosts.
Shirley Jackson.
Yeah.
Meaning she knows that there's cold spots in houses. No.
Known for ghosts, and she wasn't quite like, oh yeah, and it's just
Right,
outside
here you
one of
go,
the
here's a
rooms.
cold spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's write that down on our notes for
Yeah,
what's
and-
his
and
face,
the-
Montague for his book.
And then
Yeah.
it just kind of let the story kind of go where it went organically for
Maybe.
her.
Maybe.
And she kind of like, you know, because
And
there's
then forgot about the nursery.
because there's so much stuff like at the start of it, isn't there? Like
Because they mentioned like the kids and stuff.
the kids and the like
Oh, that bit was weird. You know when they were supposed to go into the brook,
yeah,
and then she ends up going on her own. No, she's with Eleanor, and they're running outside, and then
Yeah.
they go up and they found a family or something.
Yeah, the family guy just.
yeah.
Because isn't that just the family that she saw when she was on
Earlier
her way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she stops off in the diner or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she was told not to stop.
No, well, no, because she stops off in the diner like way before, doesn't she? They tell her not to stop in the town,
Oh yeah, she stops for a coffee.
and then she
doesn't
stops for
she?
the coffee. And again, I know I mentioned H.P. Lovecraft, but that village gave me like Shadows over Innsmouth kind of
Oh,
creepy fish people.
Yeah.
Obviously not quite creepy, but that kind of like slightly inbred kind of. Everyone's a little bit like.
Kind of.
It's an outsider.
I'm gonna get sued.
Was that too much of a good degenerate fish person kind of?
Dagon's gonna come get you.
That's what I'm hoping.
You reckon Dagon's gonna come get you?
Oh, he's the fishy one, not the technical one.
Mm-hmm.
Too much Cthulhu mythos.
Who's your least favourite character?
The wife,
Yeah, I was gonna say. They,
Mrs. Montague.
Montague.
yeah, Mrs. Montague.
I didn't like Eleanor's sister though.
Oh, and his sister, who just making this huge deal about borrowing the fucking car.
Not just that. Making her live in the kids' room in the cot.
Oh yeah, I took that to mean like not a literal cot, but again slightly older use of the word, but like a cot being like any small bed.
Yeah, but it's still.
It's still not great, is it? Yeah.
She sort of brushed aside, sort of put in. You're a bit funny, so you're going in here.
Yeah, I know you've
Kind
looked
of,
after dear
kind
old mum for the last 10 years or
Which-
whatever it was.
Probably affected.
Probably
Eleanor.
quite a traumatic. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then she kind of blames herself for her mum dying. And,
Oh yeah, she did say that.
yeah, there's a bit where it's just like, oh, if I'd woken up, she was banging on the wall, I should have heard her. I'm usually such a light sleeper. Maybe like deep down, I did wake up and just rolled over and ignored the bitch. Kind of
and
little bit, and it's just
she
like,
dies.
Jesus.
And then Stones drops in.
And yeah, she's like again at the start of the book, she's very much like an escapist, isn't she?
Yeah, that's why.
Like she's like daydreaming about all sorts on the drive down,
she
isn't
wants
she?
to get away from her sister's control and stuff, and she's
Which
a
is just
dreamer.
yeah.
And
just
like she
listen.
when she sees the house with the lions outside, she daydreams about it being like some sort of
Oh.
not the house, but the
And
patch
the
of
house-
land. And when she
those
walks in, it
trees.
appears and
I forgot
The
her name.
oleander.
Oleander.
like
And
magically
she points
moss.
out their poison, but it's still
Are you right? What did he do?
you just killed something.
He killed his fan. I wonder if that's getting picked up.
Doesn't seem to be.
Slow background noise. You're a fan.
I did that. There was
Because you
also
don't open the window because of the Funkos.
yeah. One thing I did like about it was like the amount
That's
of
the only one thing.
one of the things. Like at the start of it, there's lots of sort of foreboding, foreshadowing kind of sense of ominous stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, creepy house.
Yeah.
And it's a spot for all this madness that's happened. Oh, and the owner that the guy just left,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, I'm gonna stay in Europe or whatever.
No, it's
Or
because the
whatever.
wife got tuberculosis, so they went to somewhere for treatment. Like they went to Switzerland for treatment, didn't they?
Yeah, but then he never.
And
came
then
back.
he never came back to his daughters.
Yeah, then they had to go.
The actual bit that I thought was to do with foreshadowing. Hill House would stay as it was until it was destroyed. It's just like, is that like they're going to end up burning it down or something?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I think happens.
That
in
happened
the
in the series. They end it with setting fire to it.
Do they?
Was that the other one?
95% sure.
Because
But
there
I
was
thought there was all that black mold in that. Isn't that the?
No, that's
because there was the two. See, that's what I
that's
think.
the other one.
There was the two series: the Haunting
'Cause
of
there
Hill
was-
House and the Haunting of
Blind Manor.
yeah.
Haunting of Blind Manor was one with the black mold. I'm sure. We're gonna have to rewatch them, lads.
But yeah, I was kind of remembering.
What's the one when she's laying down and it's herself coming down?
Oh yeah, because it's
With the hanging.
I think that is Hill House. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
goes through the stages of seeing herself going
See,
through.
it's because we watched both of them kind of like one after the other, didn't
Yeah,
we?
It's
And that was a good like 5 years ago, easy.
yeah.
the second series is with the little kids.
And the main heroine's the nanny tutor.
Yes.
Yeah. The
And
black
there's
lady?
the-
I can't remember the actress's name.
Yeah,
I can't, no, I can't.
but she's in that she's
And she sees like weird things about the kids and stuff.
yeah, and there's
think I
like the
watched
drowned
first-
lady in the pond.
I watched the first episode of that, and that was
Yeah.
it.
That was
But it's completely different from the book.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean
Does anyone, out of you two, I don't know, commenters, the second season, it's got nothing to do with.
No, it's got
Hill
nothing
House,
to do with Hill House.
So what is this Torah story then?
oh yeah, because isn't it? Yeah, because don't they go to like a morgue?
That was the first one.
Oh, that was the first one.
Yeah.
When they have that weird, not meeting with the dad or whatever, and he's there.
And they have to do an intervention for one of the brothers because he's
Yeah.
like an addict. Yeah, it's completely. The series is completely different.
Because the second series sounds a lot like the thing I put in my wish list, to read list. So, after reading the book, another
Yeah.
book got recommended to me, The Turn of the Screw.
That sounds familiar.
So, the reason why I said this, I think it's season 2,
Hmm.
even though it's got nothing to do with it, because it's Henry James who wrote this book.
Yeah, yeah.
A very young woman, first job, governess for 2 weirdly beautiful, strangely distant, and oddly silent children. Miles
That
and
does
Flora.
sound like
Which, when I read that first bit, I was thinking, that sounds like season 2.
yeah.
So,
Well, the haunting of Blind Manor.
Okay, so reading, they're not actually connected to each other.
yeah. But,
The only thing connecting them is like cast and the writers and stuff.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, what's the season 2 based on? And why is it called season 2 then?
I don't know. Netflix being lazy.
They could just called it the next.
I'm guessing because they'd want people who watched the first season to be like, oh, cool, season 2, jump on it.
Yeah, Turning of the Screw. It's
Oh, it
based
is.
on.
It is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Great.
The 1998 novel
Yeah, I was about to say it's
by
80s.
Henry
that one.
James.
98. I got 94 on here.
Hmm.
Penguin. I got 91 here. But yeah, this one's quite short. 120
Yeah.
pages. Which is on my next one to read. 'Cause, yeah, it's sounded
So
good.
yeah, overall we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh my
as
God,
much
I
as
was really overthinking some of these
Neuromancer.
notes that I made.
Let's have a
Okay,
gander.
so when they're like, I think it's like the first day when they're looking around the house.
Yeah.
And you know how it's laid out weirdly. There's lots of rooms that aren't connected to the outside directly. Like you got to go through this room to get to this room.
Oh
to
yeah,
get to-
like to get the dining room,
Yeah.
you got to go through this room to go to
Um,
to get to the kitchen and all this.
So the doctor's talking about it. Not as all bad as that. The doctor said easily. Actually, the ground floor is laid out in what I might call almost concentric circles. At the centre we have the little blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, concentric circles, like the 9 circles of hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they didn't play into that.
bit of a leap.
But they didn't play.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Like the whole house is like some sort of satanic
It's all
locus kind of focus point of dark satanic ritual.
and you've
That
got to
would-
jump off the tower to go into hell.
that's what.
Even though you'd be going right outside where the circles are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's not so much that you get in, it's more other things can get out.
Oh yeah, there.
I'm waving my arms around for the people that can't see.
Okay.
Right.
Any other bits?
Sid's
I've
got
got quotes.
plenty of bit. Sid's got plenty.
Oh, the bit where they point
I
out
thought
that
Luke was boring, sorry.
he doesn't really do much.
Yeah,
he plays
he's
chess
just
and he
there,
pours
he's just
brandy.
He's just
Apart from talking
he's a bit
Eleanor,
randy.
pours brandy.
Oh, brandy.
I thought you
Oh,
said
plays
brandy.
chess and plays
Yeah.
chess.
He plays chess with the doctor in the evenings. He flirts with the girls a bit.
Saves Eleanor.
Saves Eleanor.
And that's
Did
it.
you also think it was a bit weird that they called the chess pieces chessmen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Not just me being like a bit OCD. I'll go get the chessman, old chap. Very good.
It's probably an old.
Yeah, I was
I wasn't looking to say it's not even British. It's
old Americanism.
maybe that they stole from us.
Like chess is one of those games. Like who even invented it? It's been like
Oh, yeah,
separately
yeah, yeah.
invented by like a million different cultures over the last 10,000 years. And although, is Richard going to Google who invented chess?
Yeah.
I think it's generally accredited to being Indians. Oh, another thing that I might have overlooked at. You know how you think the whole thing is just Eleanor going crazy, right?
To a certain extent, yes.
To a certain extent. So, they've just had a bit of a fright.
But there's a bit of I don't know what it's
Oh.
called with when someone's attracted to inanimate objects.
Yeah, got
Because
it. There's a name for it.
She's probably like this. Me in the house are like
Me in the house.
are like conjoined, like
Yeah.
soulmate kind of like
This
esque.
ride all that home is like.
Yeah, it's just like the house is a bit weird, but I'm also weird. We're
We're
born to be
kin.
together, yeah, sort of thing. And it's just like, okay, she has a problem with this house. She leave.
See, so
Yeah, go on.
my thing was, so they've had a bit of a, when Theodore's stuff just gets trashed, red paint everywhere, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that was weird. And then
Or
later on-
blood.
and it's just like, oh no, nothing happened.
Yeah, right then it's like that never happened. It's all gone, tied itself up. Okay, that was a conveniently little. Again, maybe she was just, and she's like, I've got to finish this fucking thing soon.
Maybe.
But that's not the point. So like, there's the paint, blood, whatever it was,
Yeah.
all over the place, and so she fought gracefully. Whose name was written in blood. Is it possible that I'm not quite coherent at the moment? And I was like, well, if you're actually losing the plot, you're probably not going to have the awareness to reflect on your
There
own
is that-
coherency.
Yeah. You like it's like
And you're going.
when you're drunk, you don't know you're drunk.
It's like catch-22, ain't
Yeah,
it? The only way to get out is to say you're mad.
yeah.
If you recognise you're mad,
Then
you're
no,
not mad.
You're not mad. Yeah.
That kind of thing. And again, am I just like really kind of? I've been hanging out with English teachers too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I managed to get a Dune reference. Dune reference
Oh, a
in.
Dune reference.
Yeah. The doctor said, fear, the doctor said, is a relinquishment of logic, the willing relinquishing of reasonable patterns. We yield to it or we fight it, but we cannot meet it halfway. And I was just like, oh, you mean like in Dune when they say fear is the mind killer?
Oh yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
I mean, the doctor goes about it in such a wordy way.
I like the Doctor.
Yeah, I apart from him just being seemingly very okay with what, again, maybe we're just overthinking it.
Yeah.
Maybe we've just, desensitized to just cuckold porn. It's
Oh,
like, oh yeah, like the bit, just after the night, of course, when the wife turns up, I was just like, just a little fishy. My next quote was something of the wife saying, "She's awful."
yeah.
We have done this many times. Come along, everyone. And as a note, I just wrote, "Are they cocking the doctor?"
Oh, these are your personal notes now.
Yeah, these are the actual notes that I writ down and annotated the ebook
This
with.
is getting very excitedly.
It was a bit weird though.
Yeah.
Arthur just rolls up with her and she's like, I've got a gun and I like to polish it.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about her being in a relationship with the house? Another thing, again, maybe I overthinking it. getting towards the end of the book.
Well, pause it. So, sound alright?
We're not.
No, carry on.
None of us are quite qualified to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on.
We're back on.
Yeah, we're back on.
So it's all happened. They're sending Eleanor away. And she asks how long they've been there. A little over the week. It's the only time anything's ever happened to me. I liked it. That, the doctor said, is why you're leaving in such a hurry. And I was just like, oh, is this like some allegory for like being in like a toxic relationship where you know it's not good for you, but you still kind of like it because it's
because nothing actually happens.
the
to
good
life.
stuff's fun and nothing's happened and
Your life is a little bit boring.
Yeah,
And something
and-
finally happens and you're like, I'm going to relish in it as much
Yeah.
as possible.
Like-
And then she drives into a tree.
She
Drives
just
into a
plants
tree.
it into
And-
the tree.
Do you get the impression that she died?
Yeah.
yeah, and then that last line. Oh man, it shivers.
Why? Which one? Why
So
didn't
I'll
they stop
read.
me?
I'll read about the last sentence.
Yeah, go on.
Within its walls continued upright. Shivers. Bricks met neatly, floors were firm, and doors were sensibly shut. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone of Hill House, and whatever walked there walked alone.
Yeah, Eleanor.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but like, oh
'Cause she
man,
didn't leave, did
goosebumps
she?
and ugh.
And she was obsessed about being put behind the wall.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Bricked
that.
up.
Again, I think saying she's psychologically not well.
Yeah.
That she got that idea from the doctor's wife,
Yeah,
talking about nuns getting bricked up.
Yeah. Which was
And
never
I-
actually proved as
the doctor said, like, no nuns, like, there's no, why would there a nun be here?
Why would a nun be? But also
But it's a
there was
haunted
no-
house. Of course there's a nun.
And then he was like, yeah, but there's no record of actual nuns being bricked up as well.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's a
you
fantasy.
lot
It's
talking nonsense with your ghostly stuff.
Yeah.
and the planchette. I had to look up what that was.
It's a fake Ouija board,
It
isn't it?
is. It's an
Yeah.
off-brand Ouija board.
Yeah.
They use a pencil.
Oh.
So instead of, you know, like on a Ouija board, you put the board down, and it points to the letters
Grandma.
and it spells a word.
Are you happy with my life? No,
Oh,
actually.
This you put a
grandma.
piece of paper under it, and you put your fingers on it,
Oh, okay.
and it moves, and there's a pencil kind of there,
Yeah.
and it
Right.
moves it to actually write.
Okay.
So you can kind of get more, but never kind of hit the big
Are you
leagues.
going to say more precise messaging?
We never quite hit the fame of Ouija board.
And then she had a freak out because her
The doctor kind of doubted it, and then nothing happened the next
Because-
time, and
so
yeah,
everyone has their what was it not guardian spirit, but the spirit that they talk to connect
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to the otherworldly bits.
yeah.
It's like,
She's
no.
very sensitive. You know she doesn't like being questioned.
Basically, it's her that's being questioned,
Yeah.
and she didn't like it.
And then
Yeah.
she
She
just
freak out,
like throw it. But yeah, no.
and then jumps into Arthur's bed.
Or if he jumped into hers. While he
Right.
was.
While
And
he's
more,
cleaning his gun.
more to the point, like, you're going into a haunted house. You got your old service revolver out. What are you going to do? Shoot a fucking ghost? Don't like the way that floorboard creaks. Boom!
No,
That's
you
what they
don't.
could've
You,
done to the door.
Just shoot it open.
No, because if it was actually
Or
anyone
you
the
just
first
shooting
time,
it.
just shoot it. If it clips her, yeah, it's not a ghost then, is it?
Yeah.
and you don't bring your old service revolver to a haunted house to kill the ghosts.
That's what you just said.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You use it to kill yourself.
Ah,
Oh.
That's why he brought it.
It's just like, oh god, I've got to see that Montague woman again.
no, I've got to
God.
see her husband again.
Oh yeah. His wife.
Why he's there to get rid of him? And say,
Oh, there's a
ghost.
Yeah, so he can.
Planchette does a signed
but you know the
confession.
bit when they're chasing her around the house, it was very Scooby-Doo.
A
Oh,
little-
yeah.
yeah. Like the old Scooby Doo, where there's like the corridor and there's like 6 doors either side.
Actually, when he
And
was
like
when
shink,
he came in the
shink,
other bit,
shink, shink. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not funny because
it's not funny because yeah,
she's having like a breakdown, but it's also
or
she's sort of frolicking about it, just like I'm a
and
ghost.
it is. She's very much in that kind of. Oh, we're playing hide and seek. They're
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
catch me. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha.
Where
And
she's
they're
actually
like
just having a
fearful for her well-being.
She's just
aren't
having a
they?
full-blown mental break.
in her like barefoot along the floor.
And you gave this book a 7?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
to say.
But at the same time, there's bits where they're just like sitting around the dinner table and it's just like,
Yeah, they gas a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
But most books gas.
Yeah,
We don't.
I did, and
Yeah.
that was
finish
interesting gas.
It? Did you finish it?
I did.
Oh,
I did read the first June book, yeah.
Okay.
Also known as June.
Yeah.
So, are we happy we've analysed
happy
and
we've-
dissected?
Joe, got
Have we filled out enough time?
45 minutes? Well, yeah,
What
45-ish
are you going to
minutes.
call it?
You got anything to add, Joe?
I'm pretty content, I guess.
Cool.
So,
It's
Oh,
my...
yeah. No,
No,
yeah,
go.
it's fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
No.
No, I was just going to say, because we didn't actually say about the doctor wanted to do it's a book that he wants
Yeah,
to
he
do
wants to do
yeah, he wants to write.
And then-
on psychic disturbances.
And you find out the book flops.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
and that's why he didn't want.
I'm trying to be a serious academic in a
and that-
field of
That way, he
very
doesn't
much
want
not
to.
serious academics.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't want to tell him too much of the information about the house, so that it's not affecting their
It's not a
bias.
biased.
Oh,
For
yeah,
his
yeah,
shit book.
yeah.
But that's proper.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he wants to do it as a scientist.
And
And
then
that's
everyone
proper
still goes-
scientific
I think that's why he didn't want people to stop in town.
procedure because they'll pick up stories about Hill House and be
No,
like,
because they'd be like, oh, where are you going, young man? Or young lady?
yeah.
Well, I'm going to Hill House. You fucking what, mate? You fucking
You're going to get murdered by ghosts.
Yeah, sort of thing. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I can get why they don't want to go and stop in town, because the town, even if the house didn't have any ghosts, there's going to be stories about the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
'cause-
unoccupied and run by a man and woman that don't actually live there.
Yeah.
Don't live.
And they're always gone by sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
If they were there, you would think they would just stay in the house, not set the table and then fuck
For
off.
6.
I'll tidy up the dishes in the morning.
For 6 sharp.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Breakfast.
Sorry.
Breakfast at 9.
Breakfast at 9.
Clean up at 10.
Clean up at 10.
And how
Dinner
was
for
your
6 sharp.
breakfast?
Yeah, but they have like.
But they have
I was
hearty
getting.
meals.
I was
Yeah,
getting.
they're like chow down
feasting.
proper.
Yeah, they're having like middle class, upper class kind of
Yeah.
Proper like chow.
Yeah.
Me and all
She's
you
put
can
on
eat
a
buffet.
spread.
pancakes, American.
Yeah. Choice of bacon.
a bit of maple
sausages.
syrup or something.
Like me at a
Coffee,
buffet,
juice.
all you can eat buffet breakfast at
And
a hotel.
they like their coffee,
Yeah. Yeah, they seem to be like coffee.
brandy.
It's a bit late now. Let's get a brandy.
Yeah, there's only 2 drinks, coffee or brandy.
God, Luke did.
They never actually mentioned about drinking water.
No, it's just coffee or
I
brandy.
think they once mentioned lemonade when they plan about going on the picnic.
Yes.
You
But
can't
there's-
have brandy on a
Although
picnic.
they mention, oh, we'll get Miss
Especially if
Dudley,
it's by the brook.
Yeah, it's by the brook.
get Miss Dudley to make some lemonade.
Thirdly.
Dirty. Right, moving on to
Oh, yeah, we need to-
Sydney's book of choice.
Yeah, so we ended that.
Do you want to guess?
Oh
No.
Oh, can we?
Sure.
Okay. Can we have
Can I
questions?
go through your Goodreads?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
but
it's in my Goodreads
But
to read
it's
list.
not recent added though, is it?
No,
Probably within the last year.
if we're saying within the last year, then yes, it is recent.
Yeah, but I'm saying no. It's probably in the last year you've added it.
Oh yeah.
That this year.
I think I checked earlier, and it has been added this year.
Okay. Sci-fi or fantasy?
Neither.
Is it
Hang on, let me get up.
spy or thriller?
Let me get up.
No, not
Let me get up
spy
my
is
own
thriller.
Goodreads,
Spy is thriller.
and I'll tell you what genre they put it in, because it's
Psychological thriller. It's another ghost thing.
there is a supernatural element to it.
Are you going through his Goodreads?
Mm-hmm.
You know you might actually find it.
I may do.
It depends how many books he's added this year. Because I've added quite a lot.
This
I've added
year?
like 50 this year.
He's not actually added many this year. Oh, no, he has.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
So it's got a what element to it? Supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah. I guess you could call it fantasy if you wanted to. But
What? Modern day or like medieval?
Modern. Okay, so maybe urban fantasy if you want it to be like a
Urban
bit.
fantasy.
I swear if it's this, I swear if it's that.
What one do you think it is?
Show me.
I'm hoping it's not
Show
this
me.
one.
Show me. No, it won't be that.
What is it?
It won't be. Haunted Vagina.
Oh, the Haunted Vagina.
I hope it's.
It won't be.
I saw it on like someone mentioned it on a YouTube. It was either a YouTube short or it was a YouTube video where there's just like some really unhinged books, and I was just like, what? And I had to look at it.
It's not My Best Friend's Exorcism, is it?
My Best Friend's Exorcism. No,
Oh, I want to read that.
I do now.
And the front cover is very 80s.
Oh, cool.
Stranger Things sort of 80s.
Yeah,
sort of
that
like-
kind of vibe.
Yeah. Goonies, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
That time period when everything was actually cool.
when
films.
everything was like good in the world
And like,
before I was even born.
Like Robin Williams was alive.
Yeah.
Do you want some other clues?
Yeah.
It is. It is the first book in a series.
How many books?
Apparently 10. Apparently there's 10. But I think a lot of them are like mini.
It's not
Like-
Sanderson book, is it?
No, it's not Sanderson.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't do that to you.
Is
guys.
it a famous author?
Not hugely.
Not Sanderson level, but say like a Jim Butcher level.
I'd say it's probably on a similar level to Jim Butcher. Like,
It's not a Carell book, is it?
no,
So it's not Monster Hunter International.
no.
Have you read it? Yes.
I think I've read lots of them,
Oh, okay.
which is why I
There's-
didn't.
There's another one.
There's one where he
Yeah,
the-
Hard Magic.
yeah. There's
It's like,
one.
19s, 20s to it.
Oh, cool.
Like gangsters and stuff.
The one bit I will remember in all of the Monster Hunter books is the time that there's a Cthulhu portal opening, and they manage to redirect an airstrike into it.
Oh, a bit like what?
A bit like in Avengers.
Oh,
that's
that's
what-
Devil May Cry.
A bit like in Devil May Cry, yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah. Only this kind of goes well for them, ish. Oh, and the orcs, the metalhead orcs. Metalhead orcs was a cool twist.
To the window. No, I just see Richard's finally put the Haunted of Hill House into his Goodreads.
Yeah. It's
How old is the book?
2010s.
That's quite old.
So yeah, but it's
But you've only got 72 books.
The Black Prism.
the Black Prism. What kind of nonsense have I got on my Goodreads?
Black Prism. Yeah, Brent
Yeah.
Winks.
It's not that. No, that's
that's
more
not-
of a fantasy.
Yeah, that's fantasy. That's full fantasy. Is it set in our world?
Yes, very much so. That's a bit of a clue.
It's not Berserker, is it?
No.
Okay. Make us read a comic.
I did look at
Oh, you do have Larry Correa on here.
yeah, that
Son of the Black Soul. The
Yeah.
thing I have. The thing.
Blood Meridian.
No, it's not that. That's not modern day.
No, that's Wild
That's-
West.
And that was one of.
Super dark Wild West, and it's also a really long one as well.
No,
No, it's
Is it not?
not.
it's like 220 pages.
Oh sweet.
351.
I don't want picking next time then.
Oh, that was.
Oh, Joe's giving me a look. Has he guessed it?
It's not the Book of Elsewhere, is it?
No, I was looking at that. And I couldn't remember how many pages we said.
400 or 500, because I thought it was 600 last time.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was 4 or 5, and that's
I think we settled on 5.
okay. Because Book of Elsewhere was I checked
3, 4,
somewhere
5,
in the.
352.
Oh, okay, that would have been fun. Quick, change my mind.
It's not
No.
Wolfhounds, is it?
No. Again, I think that's more of a sci-fi.
Oh, yeah, I see the Mac thing. That looks like sci-fi about mages.
Sci-fi mages.
Oh, no,
Is that
it's not Lies
Starseed?
on Loch Lamora, is it?
No. Again, not our world, is it?
Whoa. Rivers of London.
Ding ding ding.
Is it?
Yeah. Rivers of London by Ben. Ben Aronovich.
Cool. Well, that is on my read to list actually.
No, it's not mine. Don't read.
It's one of those books I always.
Don't want to read trash. No, I'm joking.
It's one of those books I always see in Waterstones,
Yeah.
and it always kind of like grabs my. It's like not even that it's like a particularly like exciting cover, but for some reason it's
It's
always.
alright.
It's like a map
Yeah, it's a map of London, isn't it?
or
With
parts
Thames.
of London. Yeah.
With the Thames.
Yeah.
Cool.
And what the like you know how they have review quotes on the books.
Yeah.
On the cover, the quote is, "What would happen if Harry Potter grew up and joined the Fuzz?" Which sounds like a cool premise. So yeah,
So he's going to discriminate against the Muggles
yeah,
and then beat them
yeah.
with his magic.
Maybe he
powers.
won't discriminate against the Muggles. Maybe he'll just discriminate against people of colour.
Oh wow.
Um,
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow, it's very controversial. So thank you for that.
I mean, sure, whatever. So it's about a cop, and he wants to be one of like the main detectives in
Oh, there's a
London,
lot of 0.5s and 0.2s.
in the London Met,
Mm.
and he gets put basically behind a desk until he ends up getting involved in a case that involves a ghost, and he can talk to this ghost, and he kind of gets drawn into like this world of magic and
Can I just say one thing?
yeah,
This is less pages than the Neverwhere book.
yeah, I know.
Alright, I will add it to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to change the currently reading. Done.
You know, he's done a lot of books in that. Yeah,
Moon Over Soho.
he.
Whispers Underground. Rivers of London. Oh yeah. Fox Club Summer. Broken Homes. Hang. Yeah. There's like 5.3.
Yeah, 0.5, 0.1.
Oh, that's nice. Oh my god, there's like a murder car.
The coolest ones sound. That is a cool kind of
It's like Carrie.
cover, yeah.
Not Carrie, is it? Not Carrie.
No, Carrie's
That
one
is
about
cool.
the bullied witch girl.
Yeah.
He's got one book, and it is a Rivers of London short story collection, but it's called Nightingale, London, 1966. That sounds like it would be cool as well. Yeah. Home crowd advantage. Rivers of London, 1.5.
The Olympic Games.
My God, yeah, this. You know how you said is Sanderson, like. I'm getting Cosmic vibes out of all these like 5.3s and shit.
Ooh. I've got one here, but then I think it's. Oh, it's a comic series.
Oh.
Rivers of London Night Watch.
Night Watch,
Terry Pratchett.
yeah. The big straw hamper thingy job,
Did some Doctor Who as well.
yeah. Apparently. So, I mean,
I like how you've put the sort of Kygon in.
yeah, I know. It's one of those books that it's just like, I've not actually added this to the watch list.
I bought a physical copy,
Yeah.
paperback, from Amazon. It was printed by Amazon,
Wow.
and it was like super cheap.
Is it like quality printed or?
Yeah,
is
it's
it,
fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fine.
It's like, you know, like how sometimes you can be like,
Oh,
oh,
it's like
this is.
misprinted. No, it's not like that. The cover's a little bit chip
Mm.
because it looks like it's not used
What-
high IP. Not IP. Is it IP? You know
The pixel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. PPI.
Yeah, pixels per inch.
Inch, yeah, the PPI is a bit chip, but other than that, yeah, it's fine.
Paper quality good.
Yeah, just it
It doesn't feel cheap and nasty.
no, but it's like mass produced. Kind of
Oh,
mass
yeah.
produced.
Yeah.
Because I started listening to the audiobook.
Cool.
It's alright. I'm surprised you haven't actually read it before.
Yeah. I mean, there's like so much shit to read.
Isolated, Japanese town, the rest of the world is progressing. There's
And like every now and then, like a Game Boy will,
Game Boy, yeah.
will like wash up, and it'll be like some holy relic from.
No, it's not even like that.
I know.
It's not even that.
Is it just?
It's just like the rest of the world is like sci-fi. They're sort of traditional stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we can't read that. It's like 600 pages.
Well, we can.
Well, we can, but not for the book. What we could,
'Cause
we could. I was thinking about this the other day. We could just do one big book for like a whole month, like for the end of the year kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe if we agree that there's something I really want to read.
Well,
but
like for
it's
like
fucking
August,
big.
where someone's away for 2 weeks. Just do a big one
Come
for
on.
August.
Oh, yeah, but there's still 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good Sunday to Sunday. No?
Yeah.
So it's still
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Although it depends.
What part?
how
yeah,
before-
Yeah,
Like if it's like it might end up being 3 weeks. So
yeah, because it's weirdly
Yeah.
positioned.
Yeah, something like for Christmas, just do a big.
Yeah, so like over November, December, just do one big book. Just do the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. Big fuck me. Well,
that would be good.
Yeah, that would be.
I think each book is only
Each
300 pages.
each book's not massive.
But
That's
obviously,
a
just to
collective.
get the
but I think that's going to be a slog.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Because
it's all dewritten as well. It's not.
and a lot of it is just like and Frodo and Sam walked and they
Hand in hand.
saw some pretty hills. Meanwhile, Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli were also
Frolicking through
walking.
the wheat.
And
However, it was not pretty hills. It was scary mountains.
right. On
Obviously-
that note,
Honestly, Tolkien much better writing than I am. I am
We
not
will-
going to write a book.
But you're not writing, you're speaking.
No.
And he made a whole language.
yeah, which was
And
amazing.
he made a whole creation mythos that gets referenced like twice in the whole Hobbit, Lord of the Rings quadrilogy.
Until you get the other books.
Until you actually get Silmarillion, which were like his own notes, but he went into such detail.
And
Yeah.
you find out
And
Gandalf is not a wizard.
He's
He's a
just a
fallen angel.
demigod.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an angel thing.
Yeah, he's
Same as
Sauron.
Sauron. And you find out, like, Shelob.
yeah, she's also a god thing.
No, she's the daughter of a.
Oh, she's daughter.
What it is she's the daughter of Uligant, which was a creature, a spider creature of darkness that was so scary that even Sauron was just like,
Scared,
the
yeah.
fuck is this? Don't come anywhere near me. Please just stay down in your dank little pit.
Yeah.
It's like she's out Dark Lorded the Dark Lord kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the spider, isn't it? Yeah.
No one likes
It's a big
spiders.
spider.
I mean, spiders should be like
Big
that
old
big, not.
fuck off spider.
Yeah.
On that note, we will end the podcast.
Yeah, Richard Broad.
Quick, think of something else.
There will be one next week.
Normal-
Yeah, normal one. I'll figure
A
something
normal
out.
podcast next week.
I'll
but
figure something out.
He was supposed to think something last week, but
Yeah, but I didn't. This week I will.
because none of us do Pokemon cards,
No.
and no one's playing the corner anymore.
No.
That sort of died.
We'll figure something out. Anyway,
And it looks like someone wants to move to the toilet.
as I say, someone looks like they're about to
Even though
shit
they're-
themselves.
Talking
yeah.
about
Anyway,
some more convo to it.
Yeah. But
But
bye.
that was